And welcome back. Switch my controller too. Falling will happen, but will Greenland happen? That is the question. So, I need to find one more coin. It's not impossible that the coin is actually below where I'm currently standing and just hidden somewhere. So, it is possible that falling would be in my best interest, even falling so far as Greenland. Although I want to, but if there is a coin down there, it could actually be for the best in a way. Alright, so let's change our category here. Oh, a raid. Pally, welcome in. We're just changing games, Pally. Thank you for the raid. Always great to have you come by and join us. If it's late for you and you're tired and you need to run, I definitely understand. Oh, BRB. Alright, we'll wait for your return. So, with this game, we're very far along. Desi, welcome in. Thank you for coming along with the raid. We're very far along with this game, so if you want to avoid spoilers, you're gonna see a lot of late game content if you hang around with this stream. Just a heads up about that. But if you don't care about spoilers, we'd be very happy to have you join us. We really should finish this tonight. We've got 7 levels, and they're all very tiny levels. They're some of the smallest levels in the game. We've got 7 levels to run through, and then we've got a boss fight with 3 challenges to accomplish. And if we can do that, we're done with the game, I think. Unless there's another round of content that I don't know about yet, which is not likely. Spoiler, this game is for 8-year-old girls, Zergling says. And me. I've really enjoyed this game. Every time I talk about it, I sound really negative about it because this game does have some really significant flaws. But even with those, and even with all those, even with all of its flaws in mind, it's been a mostly very enjoyable playthrough. This post-game content is the worst, though. Look at this. Look at this. The added collectible is right at the entrance to the stage. I ranted about this last night, but this is an even worse example. This is an even worse example. The way the post-game content in this game works is they add one of these to every stage in the post-game that wasn't there on the first round for you to collect. And it's not even hidden. It's right here at the beginning. So I picked this up right here, and now I'm playing the entire rest of the stage another time for no reason. Oh my goodness, that is criminal. I loathe the game, even though I've never played it, Zergling says. Seeing it has been enough. Even as a game for children, I don't think that it does a perfect job being a game for children, because some parts of it are way more frustrating than I think children should be made to endure. Most children wouldn't be so interested in all the achievements. I didn't tend to 100% a lot of games when I was young. Unbent Aura, welcome in. Thank you for coming along with the raid. I think Mario 64 might be the first game I ever 100%ed. Hey, welcome back, Pally. Had to stand up a bit. No worries, no worries. Very grateful to have you come by to join us tonight. 64 is the first game you 100%ed on stream. I think, yeah. So we haven't played that one on stream, but I played it as a kid. I think that was the first game I ever 100%ed. I didn't do it on my own though. I had a strategy guide for Mario 64 that I definitely leaned into for some of the later stages. Some of the later stars. Yoshi's Island is probably the first game that I 100%ed on my own. I know that came out before Mario 64, and I played it before Mario 64, but I went back and 100%ed it later. And that one I did without looking anything up on it. I didn't have a strategy guide for that game. And that might be it. Those might be the only two games I ever 100%ed as a kid. Yeah, that actually might be it. I think my first ever has been Super Mario Sunshine. You 100%ed Super Mario Sunshine? That's a tremendous achievement, Pally. That game is brutal to 100%. Well done. How are you liking the Peach game? The Peach game is a mixed bag. It's, if you just want to play through and just enjoy the presentation and the spectacle, it's very great in those departments. Some of the gameplay is a little janky, and a little bit of it is really frustrating. If you're 100%ing it, some of the late game content is extremely lazy. So while it gets glowing marks for like the presentation, the actual gameplay, it's a little hit and miss. I've been enjoying it. I think it's been really fun to play through. But yeah, there are things I don't like about it. uh, I've been enjoying it, but it's hard to recommend with a clear conscience. I had to look up some of the 64 game. Yeah. I mean, I'm I'm unreasonable in my approach, in my blind approach to games. I don't I don't think that the way that I play games now is to be recommended. I definitely think there's a time and place for, getting some help. And I used to, I think I used to lean into looking stuff up too quickly. When I was a kid. And now I'm way too far I'm way too far extreme in the opposite direction. That game is hard, not gonna lie, but I was so in love with Sunshine that I couldn't put it down. I enjoyed Sunshine when it was new. I really liked my first playthrough of that game, but it's hard to go back to it. The flaws with the game stand out to me a lot more on revisiting Sunshine. Like just sort of the sort of broken and unfinished parts of the game. The lily pads and the pachinko machine and Corona Mountain. All very rough. Guess technically I might have 100%ed a King's Quest game or two. Getting max points in one of those games is 100%. I know of those games, but haven't ever played one myself. I forgot that I'm supposed to be looking for a collectible. I could have already missed it. We all cheated at games as kids, wanting to accomplish something, not realizing that enjoying the game and staying with it was the whole point. Yeah. Yeah, it took a while to develop that wise perspective. There is something to be said for taking steps to alleviate some of your frustration before it completely destroys your ability to enjoy a game. Like I think that is a good thing to do. I just can't do it anymore. Oh, there's the collectible. That one's much better hidden. I can't seem to be able to pick it up. There we go. What did the shout out say Pally was working on? Super Mario Odyssey. I hope you're enjoying, if you're still there, Pally, I hope you're enjoying Odyssey. I had a lot of fun with that game. Angelus, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Always a pleasure, my friend. Hope you've had a wonderful stream and are doing well tonight. We had another great night with Jump King. I saw a new area. I fell back down and lost it, but I did see a new area. So, you know, any night that happens is a good night. Shoutout says, you're working on the next Shantae game. Right on. I hope that's off to a good start. Much better than last night's game. What? It's fetching some tea. Speaking of tea, I got a great deal on honey today. This really fancy looking raw and unfiltered honey was on sale at my grocery store today for like a third off, making it the cheapest option on the shelf. So I went ahead and bought 5 bottles. I got enough honey to last me a year now. Okay, so see, this is what we're dealing with. What I said, the levels we have left are real small, because they're all the size of the 2 that we just flew through. Save those 2, because those are... The platforming levels are the most fun to sort of fly through, so we'll save those for last. Hey, 3 stream streak. Thank you for that, Angelus. Tomorrow I'll be finishing the last main episode of Duke Nukem 3D. There's still the Atomic Edition, which gives you episode 4. You can do that the following Thursday. Right on. Collectible guy acquired. Love Duke Nukem 3D. So much so, I beat the whole thing on the hardest difficulty. Save at the start of the level only. I would actually be up for playing a Duke Nukem game on this stream. I'd like to play 0 Hour on the N64 at some point. To a bad start. Not that much of a masochist, Angela says. Happy just to beat it and get all the secrets. I blew the aliens up and enjoyed doing it, Zergling says. Oh. Doom I can play on UV, and I've beaten all 4 episodes of Ultimate Doom, Angela says. Haven't done a lot of, like, first-person shooting type games. in general. Like, we've done almost none on the stream. I played a bit of Doom 64. That might be it. I'm doing real bad at this. Because I'm doing it wrong. We're supposed to work with the other character here. There we go. No, why'd it blow up? Bogus. No, I was too late. Get over here and cook with me. Fine, we're on our own. And we might have just, with that, we might have just lost. Maybe not. Was that cookie deadly? We just feed the,
Delicious. Thank you.
Did we just feed the boss a poisoned cookie? They announced that game on April 1st, so I thought it was a joke, Angela says. The remake of... The company that made the remake of System Shock is remaking PO'd, which is ironic because a few weeks earlier, I played the original version for the 3DO and hated it. And he was just sent to the flavor dimension, Tuesday says. With is that where Guy Fieri rules with an iron fist?
Let's play.
Yes, Cow says. keep missing the mark.
Lovely.
I took damage. That's not good. I need those hearts. Stay away from me! Stay away from me! Oh. I was beginning to worry. I was really beginning to worry I'd already missed that guy. Thank goodness.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
In the second Shantae, they improved on the formula. For one thing, transforming in different creatures, like a monkey, is so much easier. You just hit a dance button and have the monkey selected in your inventory. First game, transforming is like doing a move in Street Fighter 2. Sounds significantly more convenient.
Showtime.
3 stages left, and they're all platforming stages, so it should be pretty fine to run through. I like this tree. Looks like someone took a bite out of it, though. It's the Machinosaurus. Anyone else grow up with that book? There's a monster eating my house. That was one of my favorites. Maybe a map in the second one, which is good because you got lost many times in the first game. Always nice to have a map feature. Although, that being said, I do really like when a game forces me to draw my own maps. Like the Dr. Franken games, I like those games quite a bit. They're not great in terms of their polish. Like they are very janky and difficult, but that doesn't matter. I can overlook their flaws because I had a lot of fun, particularly the first one. I like Dr. Franken 1 more than 2, but they're both good. I can't draw, so I love the map button. I mean, I don't think anyone would consider the maps that I draw for video games to be works of art. I used to like drawing my own maps in games, but lately I find I don't have the patience for that anymore, Greg says. Are we there? Oops. There are checkpoints in the auto running section? I didn't remember that. I feel like mazes in the late 80s and early 90s adventure games are a way to artificially increase the length of a game along with sliding puzzles. Oh, I hate sliding puzzles so much.
Thank you.
There was a great night on the stream where I struggled with a sliding puzzle for an hour, only to figure out that the reason I couldn't finish it was I was trying to make the wrong picture. It was an image of a boat with waves beneath it and clouds above it, but I misunderstood which were the waves and which were the clouds. So I kept building it with the clouds on the bottom and the waves on the top. And it took an hour before I realized I was trying to build the wrong picture. A Frownie classic. That was in Survival Kids, which we need to go back to that game. That game is really cool. Two stages.
Let's play.
I struggled with that puzzle for so long, getting increasingly bent out of shape. But it was all self-inflicted.
On the job. Mm.
Oops. Gotta go. Time to record some more Dragon Quest videos, so I still have time. See you tomorrow, my friend. Hey, thank you for being here, Greg. Hope you have lots of fun and good luck with the videos. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If Dr. Wily wants to defeat me in a Mega Man game, he just needs to invent a robot whose stage is composed of sliding puzzles. I'll never beat that game, Angela says. I can relate to that. Oh, yeah, sliding puzzles just drive me crazy. I feel like my grandfather had a game on the NES that was nothing but sliding puzzles. That was the impression that I got from the cover of it at any rate. I never played it myself because sliding puzzles are terrible. What is going on? Oh. This place is more confusing than I remember. It's gonna be really bad if I don't find the hidden guy on this stage, because this stage is gonna be really tedious to repeat over and over again. And so far, no luck. I missed my jump. It's a game from the 90s called Ripper. It's a horror game that stars Christopher Walken. One of the most scary things about it, though, is the mandatory sliding puzzle you have to do to complete the game. I'm already too afraid to play it. I see. Great. We won't have to repeat the level.
No problem. Thank you.
Right. One more stage. You can see what, if anything, collecting all these guys does for us. I'm expecting probably nothing. I hope it's something, Cal says. I feel like it's probably nothing.
Victory.
I almost missed him. Alright, that's the last one. Yeah, all this talk of these guys being easy to find, and I almost missed the last one. If it hadn't made a sound effect, I would have missed him, because it was the sound that made me go back to investigate. Alright. I picked up a surprising number of the stars for just trying to blaze through the level.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go turn in our homework. Well done finding all the apprentices. I will present you with a reward. Hide and seek complete. You found all the apprentices. We get a new dress? Is that what that is? That's pretty terrible. We're gonna wear it. It's covered with the little guys. I think it's cute at least, Gal says. Oh. Well, there's probably one dress left. Think of how jealous the other girls will be at the party. We can slide down that banister too? I never knew that. That never happened before. We can't slide down this one though. Alright, avoid defeating any dancers, and then don't take damage in either phase.
Let's play.
Fingers crossed. It's cuter in the low light, you can see the details better. I was too busy focusing on the, trying to slide on the banister. No, I hit a dancer. And I took damage. I'm focusing on the objective. I wasn't focused on the objectives. I was focused on nonsense instead of my pretty dress. It was even worse than focusing on the objectives. No, I hit another one. Hitting none of the dancers is going to be really tough. No! Why'd I have to take damage? That's so frustrating. I don't know if I hit one just then or not. These phases last a lot longer when you're trying not to hit the dancers. No. I think I've hit 2 dancers. 3. This is over. I don't know if I don't know for sure that I'm not allowed to hit them because I think it says avoid defeating them, so I might be able to get away with it with a couple hits as long as none of them die. don't know. I'm trying to finish this phase just to see. Oh yeah, this is the final boss. We've already defeated it. We've been in the post game for several nights. We're doing post game challenges now. Madame Grape's voice sounds familiar. I'm sure I've heard them in Zelda somewhere, Tuesday says. I can't place it, but you're probably right. Been avoiding it, and no worries, no worries. This game is all right. I'm enjoying my playthrough, but it's a very seriously flawed game. I don't remember how to avoid this. Yeah, I can't really give it just like a blanket recommendation because it has a lot of problems that might be game ruining for some people. As long as it's a fun and memorable experience, I'd be happy. Won't hurry to get through it though. Yeah, then I mean you could probably enjoy it. You just have to be willing to forgive some pretty frustrating flaws. I'm playing a platformer on the Switch where it's bad to collect coins, so my mind is being made into mush. I like when people do challenges to like try and beat like a Mario game without collecting any coins. I think those are kind of cool. Okay. That's great. That's great. So we didn't have to worry about not hitting the dancers. We just didn't have we just needed to not defeat any of them. All right, we got to do it again though cuz I got to do the first phase without damage.
Showtime.
But I'm not going to worry about hitting the dancers, so that'll be good. I can just really wail on her now. It really takes kind of a lot to take out these dancers, actually. They're pretty resilient. All these falling block phases are the worst. It's like being trapped inside Tetris. Alright, I think that's good. I think that's phase 1 damageless. Alright. Speaking of Tetris, did you hear the news about Tetris finally being beaten? Is there more news about it? I feel, if you're referring to, I feel like I heard about that quite a few weeks ago at this point. If that's what you're referring to. Someone, like, finally got to the point where the game just breaks. From what I understand. I didn't really look into the story, but I feel like I have heard of it. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild to, Tetris gets kind of hard. Uh, Tetris gets pretty tough. Alright, victory. I think that's the last thing to do in the game. Hey, congratulations, you've collected all those sparkle gems. Let's go. Someone told me that the shop has a special dress. We should take a look. A special dress, you say? oh my god, you guys. A special dress. I can't even clear the 100 line challenge in Tetris myself, Zergling says. I can get 100 lines. On the Game Boy Tetris, I think I've gotten pretty close to 200 before. I don't know if I ever crossed 200, though. Hey, Disco Bear, welcome in. You are right at the end of our playthrough, maybe. Hope you're doing well. That's what it's referring to. The guy who did it's only 13 years old. Pretty impressive, Tuesday says. Very impressive. Alright, there's the final decoration. I thought maybe we'd get a dress for that too, but I suppose not. Here we go, our final dress. Hey, that's pretty nice. It's a little brighter, maybe, than I would consider perfect, but it's pretty nice.
Fantastic! Yay!
Sparkle-tastic, Cal said. It's perfect, and it's just my size. The thing about that song is that almost all of the lines that are actually about a dress are spoken. Yeah, how funny would it be if we unlocked shoes and had to collect those next? Oh, there's a new ribbon, too. We have to get the matching ribbon, of course. Okay, is that everything? Have I bought everything here? Yeah. I think that might be it. I think that's everything to do in the game. Our wardrobe is complete. Our album is, I expect, complete. Oh, hang on. Are the pictures actually... There's actually more to the pictures than what appears in the small thing, so we've got to look at them all. I'm not looking at any of them for very long, but, you know. I've got to make sure that my eyes at least see every detail, if only for just a second. Yeah, because see, like here, like, you don't see the birds if you don't click on it. And you don't see that Peach is actually running alongside someone if you don't click on it. So, you know, I am going to go through them rather quickly, as you've noticed. But we do need to click on all of them. Like those Halloween cookies. I don't have anything to say about most of these. It's just, mostly it's just, yep, I remember that. That's a thing we did. I like the wooden sea creatures. I like that a lot of the stuff, like this boss here, I like that a lot of the stuff isn't just made out of wood, and you can see the wood grain in it. It's very cool. Austin Powers wallpapers are more exciting. Thank you for the GG, Angelus. I'm glad you found those more exciting, Zergling, since there were so many more of them. Alright, there we go. We looked at all the pictures. There's nothing, nothing else to get here, I don't think. Music is all filled in. Movies all filled in. Oh, here we go. Alright, I mean, the checklist is all complete. It just feels like, I don't know, we should have got a more... I don't know, I just feel like a more definitive message regarding the game's doneness. Like, if there's someone to, like, go talk to get a final congratulations or something. A 100% message would be nice. Thank you for the trophies, cows. What a fun dress-up game. What game can we look forward to tomorrow, Zergling asks? I'm not 100% decided, Zergling. Maybe, I mean, definitely Jump King. Maybe Bubsy 3D? Might do, Bravo! I have amazing photos of you from every play now. You're a stellar performer indeed. I guess that's, probably about as good as we're gonna get in regards to a final message. As pretty as this game is, Bubsy 3D does sound more exciting. So I want to defeat the other two bosses in Bubsy 3D damageless. I want to I want to try out the other two mini games in Ape Escape. I want to finish our playthrough of Jet Force Gemini. I want to finish our playthrough of Strawberry Shortcake. So, like, it could be any of those things. I'm leaning toward Bubsy now, but I don't know what I'm going to feel like tomorrow. So, we're going to kind of play it by ear. But all of those things will be soon. There's no one up here. You gotta collect all the atoms too. No, we got 200 per stage. That is all the atoms. 200 per stage is enough. That's what the... According to the manual, there are 200 atoms on every stage. Now, we know that that's incorrect, because you can technically get more than 200, but we did that. You know. If I got as many as the manual says on every stage, which I did, then we're good. I'm just happy Jump King is finally getting the playtime it deserves. I'm almost tempted. I'd almost be tempted to switch back to Jump King for a little while, but I think we are just going to end the stream here for the night, my friends. It has been a good night. We've accomplished this game. I think we'll wrap up. Good idea. You might not sleep if you start Jump King again. I would switch back to it, but Jelly and I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I should probably sleep instead. So if you're inclined to keep us in your thoughts and prayers regarding that, I would definitely appreciate the positive vibes. But shouldn't be any big deal. But, you know, always a little nervous when I go to the doctor. Thank you for sharing Peach with us. Might have to grab this game for my niece. Cow says it was a good time. It was a good time. It's an imperfect game, but I'm happy. I'm really happy that we played through it. It was worth. I think it was worth the time we invested into it. Thank you for the positive vibes, cows. Cheers for the stream. Thank you, Tuesday. Thank you, Angelus. Thank you again for the raid as well, Angelus. Let me grab my tablet real quick. Be right back with you. I had my tablet plugged in, but it wasn't actually charging. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to watch the stream that we raid into. Alright, I'm gonna send this over to Sark. He's playing Rocket Knight Adventures for Retro Achievements. I like that game a lot. So that's where we go. Sark has a wonderful stream, does tons of he's a titan of retro achievements, and takes on some really brutal challenges for RA. Playing a wonderful game tonight. Not a strictly family-friendly stream. There's adult language in this direction. Minor heads up about that, but I would recommend coming along. It's a really great time in this direction usually. But thank you for being here, my friends. I've had a really good time. Great progress in Jump King. Princess Peach is wiped out. One of the retro games that I talked about will be featured tomorrow alongside Jump King. I'm leaning toward Bubsy 3D, but we'll see what I actually feel like when tomorrow night comes around. Be well until I get to see you again, my friends. Hopefully that'll be real soon. But for tonight, we're all done. It's time to head out. Let's go on an adventure.